Setup points 2.
All right, let's start off simple. The Tanakh like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy. We each get a set of pieces. Each piece represents a kind of machine, and each machine is worth a different number of victory points. And to win the game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines. It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so we use these notes to keep track of them. You see that number on the top right corner? That
Yes.
there is how many victory points you'll get for destroying that machine. Notes also tell you how far a piece can move, how powerful their attacks are, the distance they can strike from, and of course, their health. Okay, that's enough for now. Let's just play. I'll explain the rest as we go.
Okay.
I own the board, so I get to choose who goes first. Since this is your first time, I'll let you go. Usually you get to choose which pieces to set on the board, but this will do for now. Pick up that machine piece to your right, and move it forward. And remember, each machine can only move a certain distance. Take a look at your notes if you need a reminder. Just need to, move that machine forward, Red.
Alright, I have to move it all the way up.
Easy enough, huh? Now, you get to move 2 machines each round, so go ahead and pick a second machine. Perfect. There's not much else to do for now, so just end your turn.
Stack archers, sharpshooters, and mages, right? I just need one good melee unit.
We're forging onwards. Let me move my pieces here.
I feel like this is so one-sided.
And we're back to you. This time, why don't you try attacking one of my pieces? Try with that machine on your right first. Now move the piece close, and when performing an attack, you'll be testing your machine's combat power. A machine's combat power is a combination of the terrain your machine is standing on and its own attack power. This board only has grassland terrain, which has no effect on a machine's combat power. And your current machine has 2 points of attack power. So in total, your machine's combat power equals 2 points. Since my machine isn't the one attacking, it has 0 points of attack power. And just like your machine, it's not affected by grassland terrain. So right now, the difference in combat power between the 2 machines is 2 points. This means your machine can do 2 points of damage to my machine. Did you get all that?
Nope.
Knew you were a smart one. Finish up by attacking my machine. Not pulling any punches, huh? Now grab that second machine of yours.
It's not like you gave him an opportunity to pull punches.
See how your machine can't move close enough to attack mine? You can make your machine sprint. That lets it move 1 space further. Try it. Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack. Now, some players like to take a risk and overcharge their machine in cases like this. Overcharging lets you attack after a sprint, but it will damage your machine's health by 2 points. So use at your own discretion. Let's try doing that now so you can see what I mean. Overcharge your machine to attack mine. Give it a go. You're gonna have to overcharge that machine to land a hit on mine. That's about it for your turn then. Now, I'll let you in on a neat trick. That machine of yours, the one closest to me, grab a hold of it. Same as in the wilds, machines have both armored points and weak points. You can see them marked on the pieces. blue shows where their armor is thickest. Hit them there, and you'll do some damage, but not a lot. Now, red shows the machine's weak points. Hit those, and you'll deal a mighty blow. Here, let me show you. Rotate that piece so your machine faces mine.
Wait.
Now let that machine have it. Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory points. You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's keep going. Your machine attacked mine, but hasn't moved yet. Go ahead and move downwards towards my remaining piece. You've already attacked a machine and moved your piece. But if you overcharge your machine, you can attack a second time. And by the look of your machine's health, you'd be sacrificing your piece to defeat mine. But sometimes that can be a good thing. Overcharge your machine to attack mine a second time. Ain't that a thrill? Now,
Okay.
because your machine was knocked out at the same time as mine, we both get the victory points our machines are worth. Good news is, since you're the one attacking, you're gonna receive your victory points before I do. Which means you can reach the coveted 7 victory points first. That's why sometimes losing a piece can be the best way to end a game in your favor. Now, you'll notice you didn't get quite up to 7 victory points this time, but you did destroy all my pieces. That means you're the winner! That wasn't so hard, was it? Just remember to always check for the best terrain to attack from. You'd be surprised the advantage you can gain over an opponent like that. I know it saved my behind in a game or two.
I'll try and remember that.
Oh, before I forget, these are all my spare pieces. I want the Savior of Meridian to have them. It's a small set to be sure, but it should be enough to get you in on any strike games you find out there. You might even fancy looking out for them strike carvers. They've got all kinds of unique pieces that can turn a game in your favor, though they'll need the right materials to craft you one. Or you might find them in the wilds if you're lucky. I know I've lost my fair share of pieces after a night of machine hunting or brew hopping. No need to thank me. Always a pleasure to help out new strike players. Now, if you feel like playing a real game, I've got plenty of other boards. I could even teach you a few more tricks if you're up for it.
Thanks. I'll think about it.
Why so awkward always?
I knew I'd make a strike player out of you yet. How about this time I tell you how to use a board's terrain to your advantage?
Okay.
This one's got all the different terrains you can encounter in a game of Strike. Knowing when and how to use them can mean the difference between victory and defeat. Terrain mainly affects your machine's combat power. As you know, when fighting an opponent's machine, you compare its combat power to yours. The higher your machine's combat power, the more damage you can do. So finding the right terrain is an essential strategy for overpowering your opponent. Here, I'll show you. Grab that piece to your left and move to attack my machines. Now let's take a look at your machine's combat power. Combat power is the sum of a machine's attack power and the value of the terrain it's standing on. Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's also standing on forest terrain with a value of 1 point. Add those together, and your machine has 3 points of combat power. My machine is standing on grassland terrain with a value of 0 points. It's also not attacking, which means their attack points aren't in play. So my combat power is 0. This means your machine can do 3 points of damage. Go ahead and test it out. There you go. Now, choosing the right terrain doesn't just improve your offense. It can also help defend your machines from attack. Grab your other piece and place it in front of my second machine. Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's standing on grassland terrain. This terrain has a value of 0. This means your machine's combat power adds up to 2 points. My machine can't use their attack power since they're defending their position. But they have the higher ground. They're standing on forest terrain, which is worth 1 point. This means my combat power adds up to 1 point. Now, the front of my machine is colored blue. This means that the spot you're about to attack has armor protecting it, which means my machine gets an extra point, giving it a total of 2 combat power points. If we compare the combat power of both machines, you'll see that you won't be able to do any damage. Whenever you're unable to top an opponent's combat power, you can still choose to attack and break their machine's defenses instead. Go ahead, try it out and see what happens. Ha, see? When you break a machine's defenses, you can knock it backwards. Sure, both our machines will receive 1 point of damage, but knocking my machine off that terrain makes it more vulnerable to attacks. Not only that, if my machine had been blocked from moving backwards, it would have received an extra point of damage. And if my machine had been blocked by another one of my pieces, that machine would have received damage as well. That's why breaking a machine's defenses is a great way to deal damage to several pieces at once. Useful, right? Okay, now go ahead and end your turn. There's still one more thing I want to show you. All right, as we've seen, the higher the terrain, the more it'll add to your machine's combat power. However, there are 2 other terrains that work a little differently. This is what we call a chasm. Only flying machines can be placed on those. But it'll take away 2 combat points if you do, so be wary. This is marsh terrain. Landing on it will take away 1 combat power point from most machines. It'll also keep your machine from moving for the rest of the turn. Here, let me show you. Grab that machine on your left. See? All you can do now is wait for your next turn to move again. Or you can overcharge your machine to get out of there. You can still attack any nearby enemies so you're not completely helpless. Well, I think that's enough yammering for me for now. Promise it'll all come in handy next time you play.
Okay.
Here for more tips? Why don't I tell you a bit more about the pieces we used to play? In a normal game, you get to choose which machines you place on the board. Each one is worth a certain number of setup points, and you can spend up to 10 assembling your army. Knowing what each machine brings to the game and building an army that matches your strategy is the key to becoming a machine strike master. When assembling your army, there are a few things to keep in mind. First and foremost, you can never have more than 4 of the same machine on the board at the same time. With that in mind, most players would choose machines based on how far they can move or how much attack power they have. But a real strike player will be looking at a machine's type and skills. Let's take a quick look, shall we? Pick up that machine on your left. All right, let's talk about the different ways in which a machine attacks its opponents. In other words, its machine type. If you look at your notes, you'll see this machine here is a melee type. You can also tell by the shape of the base the piece stands on. A melee type machine attacks the first enemy within range, and no one else. We've seen this plenty of times, so just move that piece forward so I can show you some more stuff. Great, now grab your other machine. Looks like we've got ourselves a gunner type machine here. This means they'll only hit the farthest enemy in their attack range. Let's move that machine forward and end your turn so we can take a look at the rest of the pieces. Let's go with this piece first. This is a ram-type machine. Attack an enemy with it, and it'll push the piece backwards. Like this. See, now my machine has taken over your machine's spot on the board. This
Oh, no.
is a great way to take the advantage away from your opponent if they have the higher ground. Looks like we have one more piece to look at. Now this is a beauty of a piece, a dash-type machine. When it attacks, it'll move to the end of its attack range and damage every machine in its path, including your own. So make sure you take a good look at the board before you send it off to the races. You should also make sure it's able to finish its attack on an empty spot. Otherwise, you won't be able to attack at all. Here, I'll show you. Look, it even rotated your piece. A nifty little piece you'll definitely want in your set. If you look at your notes, you'll notice this particular machine has one of the skills I mentioned before. There's quite a few of those, and we haven't even looked at all the machine types yet. But I'm pretty sure you've got more important things to do, so I made you a list. It's got all the tips and tricks we talked about, too. I think that about does it for now, so if you want to play a real game, just let me know.
Okay.
Good luck. Time to make my move. That's it for me.
Here. And this looks like a good attack.
You got me down to one piece. I am impressed.
Really? Because, like, I feel like you just made stupid moves. But, yeah.
Okay, let's see. Board's all yours.
Might as well.
Ah, not that easy to get through my machine's armor, is it?
You've got no chance.
My turn. Your move, Red. Now that was a game, even if I lost.
Was it?
Let's do this.
I feel like she's just not good at this game.
I'm up. You're up, Red. That was a surprise.
Oh, that's because he has charging. Okay.
Time to get serious.
Never mind. I thought that was... I didn't see the right piece. Dang it.
One less piece on the board.
Okay.
Your turn.
Do this. Set him up for next round.
Time to get serious. Your turn. You are on a roll.
Wait. Can I attack again?
Ah, off the board it goes. I'm up.
Okay, so you can move 2 pieces, but it doesn't limit the amount of times you can move
Well,
it.
that's done now.
I don't think I should move it. I guess I have to, right?
Time to make my move.
Ooh, that was a bad move. Okay. I see the arrow in my way.
Ah, down to 1 piece. I might win this thing.
Damn.
That's the game. You up for a rematch?
Yeah, let's do this. Okay, I see.
This
I have to be
is gonna
careful.
be fun.
Alright. Well, let's set him up correctly this time, too. For some reason, thought I had the ranged dudes.
Okay, let's see. You're up, Red.
If I don't do this, he's gonna get hit. He's gonna get hit next turn anyways.
My turn.
Oh.
That was brutal. Knocked right off the board.
Let's rotate him. Okay.
My turn. Your move, Red. That was brutal. I was hoping you wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I wanted to take that one back so it didn't have a chance to hit my guy from behind.
Time to make my move.
Oh, it still hurt. Damn.
Well, that's done now. ahead of me. Time to get serious.
Mm-hmm.
Board's all yours.
Not what I wanted to do. Whatever.
Okay, let's see. That's it for me. Ah,
Okay.
looks like I lost.
I guess you have to move 2 pieces. All right.
Let's play.
How do I tell if ram type, melee type, melee type? Huh. Oh, scroungers can move further. Okay. Okay.
Your turn.
See if I have the idea of this.
I'm up.
Interesting.
Your move, Red.
Hmm. Don't want that either.
My turn. Nice.
Okay. Serious
That's it for
damage.
me. Knocked right off the board.
There we go.
One less piece on the board. Time to get serious.
See what we have here. If we did that, we could take it out this turn, I think. Actually, I don't know if we could hit it this turn. Well, we've got to definitely attack this dude.
Ah, off the board it goes. You're up, Red.
So obviously this.
I'm Better step it up if I want to catch up to you.
This should kill it though.
Oh, I thought I had that one.
Okay. I get it. When attacking from hill terrain, gain +1. Okay. See if this works.
Here we go.
Attacking from grassland. You don't have any mountains, I just realized. It's alright.
I'm up.
But you're just gonna be
Board's
something
all
like that.
yours. Hey! Oh, that was the perfect spot.
Okay. I just realized that's melee. Damn it. Wait.
One less piece on the board.
Okay.
Time to make my move.
Yeah.
Board's all yours. Oh, seriously? That was brutal. Okay, let's see. You're up, Red.
Hold on. Don't like my options here. I guess we could take that piece out. I think I want to do that. With this. I'll hit this one.
Well, that's done now.
He's gonna take one of my pieces, but it is what it is.
Knocked right off the board. Aboard it goes.
Wow, all these overcharges.
Your move, Red. Well, that's done now.
Okay.
Time to make my move. That's it for me. Well,
Cool.
spark my forge. You have beaten me on every one of my boards. Now that deserves a prize, I said.
Yes, all the money. Dope. That's kind of a fun game.
Don't be a stranger.
Drinks later.
Fine, got somewhere to be.
Level 32. Okay. Do this one.
Sorry.
Hammer to your head.
Okay. Well, that was really fun and kind of addicting. I like it. I am about it.
This'll really boil their broth. I'll add a sprinkle of chili to their desserts. How perverse.
Guy lives on the edge. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna have to learn guard break.
Who was that?
Let's see, is there any upgrades I can do? I think I already tried to upgrade, right? Oh no. Okay, so I still need boars, raccoons, squirrels. I need squirrels the most. I see foxes. Do I need any boars? Looks like I'm done with the boar stuff. Okay. Raccoons, foxes, squirrels. Okay.
I am most certainly so.
Coil slot has been unlocked for one of your weapons. Coils can be equipped on weapons to improve their performance. Tap the square when viewing the weapon in your inventory to modify it. Okay. I just have one coil anyways. Is there a campfire? Oh, I can't use... Already abused it, dang it. Find those squirrels and everything else.
Is that a tripwire? give up the hunts. This whole area is rigged with tripwires.
Hey, you! Make it worth your while if you kill these scroungers.
It's always something. Hold tight! I'll see what I can do!
Try luring them into the tripwire.
Put it back down!
Cool. That didn't go as planned.
I can keep going.
Yeah, but they jump. So like, how am I supposed to get them to get on the tripwire if they're gonna jump over it every single time? Okay, and it doesn't even shock them at this level.
Down it goes!
God. I missed.
Ammo's out.
I love how these quests are like slightly useless on this difficulty, or like that setup. It's like use the tripwire, and it's like the tripwire did jack. Oh man.
Oh, sure. Not like I could use the help or nothing. You're back. I can get some help this time around.
Oh my god, this is obnoxious.
That's the last one.
Ah. Yeah, tripwire is not great. Not at this level.
Thanks for Ford.
Maybe is it enough?
Tripwire's handy. Not in the youngest game. Come on over. Let me give thanks proper like.
Man, these were so good in the other one, but I think you have to hit them like with one or two of the traps, right? Probably have to upgrade too.
I see you're a practiced hunter. Took you less time to kill those scroungers than vanguards to kill one bristleback.
So the vanguards came through here?
Yeah, just a bit ago. down that bristleback, headed south. But then those scroungers showed up to carve the carcass, as they do.
As they do.
South, after more bristlebacks?
Probably. This whole valley is swarming with them.
She has
The
awful
Vanguard
facial
seemed
expression.
dead set on
She's just
getting rid of
awkward.
them.
I see.
Hold on there, Red. If you're gonna go chasing across the Daunt, you're gonna want a tripcaster. Not just any tripcaster. One of mine make. Free of charge.
Workmanship looks solid enough.
Yep. Been tweaking the design since I left Chain Scrape. More room to tinker out here and less chance of, well, accidents.
I am an accident.
Did something happen in Chain Scrape?
Well, like someone.
Let me guess. Olvend.
How you doing, Sergeant?
Back when I had a place in town.
Do you still have money left?
He took a real interest in my wares. Kept pressing for the Ulven discount. I said no. He didn't like that so much. I can't prove it, but that Jeff Bucket set my workshop on fire. Felt it best to put some distance between us after that.
Team Summer Sale, man. You were talking on Discord.
Cable car operator told
Did
me
you
the
go crazy?
bristlebacks just appeared yesterday. Do you know anything about them?
How is old Karn? Back in the day, me and him got into all sorts of trouble. There was this one time that...
Anything about the bristlebacks?
No.
Ah, good.
Karn said true. Just
Who needs a kitty?
showed up and ran amok. Lucky for me, I've got you and the Vanguard swooping in time to save my backside.
I should get going. Thanks for the tripcaster.
While you're blasting bristlebacks, I think I'll head down to the hunting grounds. Did you know they have a tripcaster trial? Come by later if you want to try it out.
Maybe. After I get things under control. So Aaron headed south. I should be able to pick up his tracks with my focus.
Tripcaster allows you to place various types of tripwire. Tap R2 while aiming to set up the first anchor point. Then aim and fire again to place a second. There is a limit to how many tripwires can be placed at once. Be careful not to run into your own tripwires. I'm sure I will. Several times. Enemies that are trigger the trapwire will receive shock damage as well as shock buildup, indicated by an icon above. When the buildup icon is full, enemies will become shocked for a limited time. Enemies cannot move while in the shock state and are vulnerable to critical strike melee attacks. Use a focus to scan enemies to see if they are strong or weak against shock. I love the spread out tutorial like technique where you're not like getting all tutorial at once and they just kind of slowly ease you into it. Can't go that way. Nothing in here? Okay. Where's the other machine? Did I loot it? I don't feel like I did. Oh well. What is making that sound? It's gonna drive me crazy. Let's just get out of here. Alright, we're almost where we need to be.
tracks. Maybe Aaron's and the Vanguard's.
Oh yeah, I remember this stuff.
Exploring cauldrons might teach me how to override these things.
I forgot to loot these. I need squirrels. I don't see any. Just boars. Sounds like fighting.
Sounds like someone's putting up a fight.
What was she saying? Like she's cursing.
Another one down!
Now this is what I was forged for. No ledgers to fill. No boring mid-afternoon patrols. Just a hammer. Just the fight. Aloy?
Aaron!
They did not be focused, bro.
Stay where you are. I'll handle the rest. Those whistlebacks have acid canisters on their backs. It should trigger a chain reaction if I hit them with acid arrows.
Turn into scrap, Aloy.
Gotta be ready. It's down!
Right in the butt. I was just doing an oil check. Just doing an oil check.
I can refill my pouch with these later.
Caught me at my best, as usual.
Well, you did the hard part. I just took care of the stragglers. How bad is it?
Who needs ribs, huh? Oh. I'm good, I'm good. Huh. Okay, well, I know you didn't come all the way to the Daunt just to watch me get wrecked. So what's the story?
I need the embassy to happen, so I can head west. Erend, what I did at the Spire, what we did, it didn't end the threat. It just slowed it down. There's still more to do.
Really?
Fact that this is Ashley
Well, that's
Birch just
great.
blows my mind.
I mean, yeah, not the threat's not over part. That's not so
Because I'm
great.
playing Tiny Tina's as well, and it,
But hey, whatever you're up against, your spear, my hammer, just like old times.
Erend, I need the embassy now. I can't wait for you to heal.
Couple of days rest, if that.
Actually, even if you weren't hurt, what I have to do, it's better if I do it alone.
Alone. That figures.
Erend! I hate to interrupt the romance, but I'm pretty banged up here.
Don't blow your blaze, I'm coming. This just keeps getting better. Huh. Listen, I'll go to Barren Light, get patched up. If you want this embassy to happen, we're gonna need this sun priest, Studius Wadis.
Oh, I know him. I'll clear the Valley of Bristlebacks, then send Wadis to Barren Light. I'll catch up with you there.
Well, I guess that's sort of like a goodbye.
I'm sorry?
You? Sorry? Ugh. Yeah, that'd be a first.
Where is this coming from?
Hey, just, forget it, yeah. Oh, it's nothing.
It sounds like something.
All right, fine. Now, after the battle at the Spire, you took off. You left without so much as a handshake. I mean, people like me, we fought and bled at your side, Aloy. You just disappear? What kind of person does that?
yeah. I'm being nice.
Erend, look. I'm sorry it wasn't easy for you when I left. And I know it's not easy now, but what I've been doing... Life on Earth is in danger, and only I can save it.
Your life on Earth?
Yeah. Everything dies unless I succeed.
Well, then let me help. Oh,
You can't. There's no machine to fight, no bad guy to kill. What I've got to do, I can't even explain it. Not even to people I care about.
so much for being useful. Okay,
Erend! By the forge.
I guess that's my cue.
Maybe I should go with you to Barren Light.
No, hey, you're needed elsewhere. Obviously. We'll make it without you.
Man.
I said we're good, Aloy. Oh, go on ahead.
What are you standing around for then? Help me off this thing.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
You'll have to handle that one.
Oh shit. I meant to do that. Totally meant to do that.